Hello, everyone. Welcome to the channel. It's Adam Ratliff with Adam So Fun. Can you hear an echo? I have my, whatever that is over there, my phone, because I want to show you some stuff. I found something out last night when I was ironing and working on a project that I thought I was going to finish, and there's no way it's going to get finished before we leave to Hawaii because we leave tomorrow. But I want to come show you the little project I'm working on and some things and just share some stuff. So first off, have you ever used this? This is SoftWeb by OESD. It's a double-sided fusible. Where's my little slap bracelet? Oh my gosh. Nope, I can't throw those away. Those need. That was over here. No, it's not. Okay, well, I have a slap bracelet somewhere, and that will wrap around this. Now that's going to bug me. Whatever. I'll find it whenever I get home. But have you ever used SoftWeb? SoftWeb is a double-sided fusible. I usually use Steam-A-Seam, and they were using this at an event I was at, and it was, you couldn't even tell that this was fused on. Because like when you have Steam-A-Seam, I happen to have some little things over here. When you have Steam-A-Seam and that's fused, the backing is like, it's a little bit thick. What I like about it is that it's tacky, so I can stick it onto things and it's not going to go anywhere, so I can reposition it. So I do really like that about Steam-A-Seam, but it's not like, you can see that this piece is just going to lay flat. Well, this SoftWeb, there were some people, I'm like, do you even have fusible on there? Well, this is a small piece. Look at this. This is fused. This has the fusible on it. You can see it a little bit shiny on the back. But look how, like, it feels just like fabric. And it acts just like fabric. But it has that fusible. It's not tacky. Obviously, I just dropped it. Like the Steam-A-Seam is. So, like, Steam-A-Seam does has that tack. So that's really nice. Oh, I found my slap bracelet. But I really like the way this is playing. I don't do a ton of applique, but you know what I can do? A applique. So I, in my great wisdom, last night thought, oh my gosh, let's make bags for everybody going on. We're going on vacation. Yeah, that's not going to happen. But I started them. It's on the long arm, so and I was doing a few things. I'm like, let's go share. So I'm using the pineapple blocks. They'll get these after, or we're just gonna use them as grocery bags. But this is the pineapple dye. This was the dye to try last month. So cute. I'm so excited. Ben loves pineapples. So this is what the dye looks like. So you have all of your pieces. It goes so fast, and this is the true size. So it's about the size of my head. And if you know me, I have a big head, so whatever. So that's what we're doing. I'm using the SoftWeb. Trish Taxo got me some fabulous fabric. You know, I love going there. It's too close. It's so hard. I should just work there. I act like I work there sometimes. But I have all of my pieces fused onto that SoftWeb, and we're going to go over to the iron. I'm going to switch you. But let's do it this way. Okay, ignore the mess. This is my, you're going to have to let me know if you can't hear me because I'm going to be over there, but my microphone's over here. So this is the bag that I'm making, and these are all my pieces. But again, this has that fusible on it, and I can bend it. It's not putting a crease in there. This is really nice. But I wanted to show you a few things when you're ironing with fusible, and just fusibles and Laurastar just are a match made in heaven because everything goes so fast. So when I needed long strips for that dye. So when I do fusibles, I like to fuse them from the fabric side up. But to get this where I need to be, especially if you're piecemealing some pieces together, it's really hard. So what I do and what I have figured out is I'm going to put my two pieces that I'm piecemealing together next to each other. I'm going to come in with a dry iron and just set those really quick. And then I will flip that and do the rest of the pressing from the top. Now, when I fuse with my Laurastar, I'm always using that steam because that steam's going to help me get everything set nice and fast. You can see that I'm not just sitting here and counting to 10. I'm not putting a lot of pressure down. I'm just going to hit that really quick. And that fast, I have that fusible fused on. Now, if you're using a really thick fusible, you might need to leave it on a little bit longer because you have to melt that the tacky. But the steam's going to help you melt that tacky a lot faster. And because it's dry steam, it's not going to leave everything feeling wet. You're nice, you're dry, you're crisp, and you're flat, as always. So when I'm putting these on here, and that one doesn't, this one still has the backing on it. So you can see there's some stability there. But then as soon as you take that backing off, nope, nothing. I marked where I wanted these, although that seems really high. I don't think that's right. This is definitely not right. Maybe it's right there. You know, if I put that there. This next part is just kind of like building my pineapple. And this I'm just doing by eyeball. My Laurastar needed a drink. Maybe that is right. That seems like it's kind of high though. Yeah, we're gonna say it's right. Then I'm gonna take that pin out. So I marked it with the pin. So I'm going to get those pieces down. I have all of these little black pieces, or darker pieces that I need to put on, but I'm not going to put those on yet. So I'm trying to make it so you can see. And again, when I fuse these and get ready to put everything fused down, I'm going to use that steam, set it really quick, and then I can just steam iron over everything. It sets it so fast. So for those of you who do that, Laura Heine fusible and everything, it sets so quick. And like, I can't peel that off. It's set, I promise. And then now, I wouldn't lie to you, and then now I get to put my little pieces on. What I love about this is it's a pineapple. It's organic, right? It's supposed to just, wherever it lands. Also, I have to come clean after I do this. They're on. One of them I moved. And now I can go do the other side and it's ready for the long arm. I'm not going to stitch on these, and you're going to see what I'm going to do on the long arm in a second. I'm not going to stitch, blanket stitch these. I'm just going to take it to the long arm and let the long arm do all the stitching for me. So there's that. Let's go to long arm. Oh, I have to show you this really quick. Can you even see it? I don't know if you can see it, but right here, when I'm doing demos, I tend to leave the iron here and I'm talking to people. And today I left the iron there and then went and had to go answer some emails and do a few things for like 20 minutes. And then I moved it over. Looks pretty good. I can see that, well, that might be the indentation of just where it was a second ago. But I might have a little indentation there for life. But yeah, things happen. Things happen. So let's go over to the long arm. And this is my where my bag is going. I don't have a pattern for this. I'm sorry. It is all made up. Who makes SoftWeb? It's OESD. So let's see if I can turn some lights off. I am stitching with a pattern from A Bit Orange. It's a pineapple, and fitting right. Can we see it in that? No. Let's see. I'm trying to get the right light. Lighting is so important whenever you're trying to show a video. You can kind of see the pineapple. I wonder if I can. Oh, you know what? Let's turn this one off. There. There. Can you see it? A little bit? Oh yeah, you can a little bit. So you can see the pineapple. It's sitting on its side. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to get this centered right on this panel. Because basically, I was just going to fold the sides, stitch up the sides, box the corners, throw on a handle, and be done. So what I did, and I got to turn lights back on, to get this centered exactly how I want it. Because this is the original size. I didn't have to resize it because A Bit Orange did that for me. And this is called Pineapple Fruit, the design, and it's by A Bit Orange. And don't forget, you can use code ASF10 at A Bit Orange now and save 10%. So what I did is I have my laser at the needle. I drew these lines because these are the bottoms of the bag. You can't see them because how they're drawn. Let me see if I can tilt you and see things a little better here for a second. There we go. Let me turn on another light. Ow. So I have this line drawn right here just with pencil. So what I did is I came over here, I stuck my needle right at the edge of my fabric where that line is. And on my screen, on my Pro Stitcher, we have a button up here called Measure. And when you hit that Measure button, and I'm going to take it back to that place and hit Measure and bring this back to you, you'll get these coordinates at your crosshairs. And that tells you how far you move. So I went 0.08 to the right of where I hit that button, but I'm down 13.4 inches. So this will give you a place where you can actually measure right on your quilt. So what I did is I measured where I wanted my box to start. So on this one, it happens to be right here. It's down 1.5 inches and up 2. And then I came over to this side, to this corner, and I have a blue mark right there, which is down 1.5 and over 1.5, because I wanted 1.5 over here and 2 over here. So now that I have those pieces, I'm just going to file clear all. You don't need to see that. You know how to do that. I'm going to go to my first mark, and I'm going to go to area and hit 2 corner. And then I'm going to come down to this mark and hit 2 corner. And now I get the area of what I want to put my pineapple in. There it is. And I did pretty good that it's almost exactly 15 by 14.5. So now I'm going to go File, Design, Open, and I want to open my pineapple fruit. There we go. And it's going to open vertical, but I need it to stitch horizontal, so I'm going to go to my Modify tab. I want to rotate this, and I want to go 90 degrees to the right, so 45 twice. That's going to put it where I need it. And now it's as easy as Align. And over here, I'm going to hit this top center button. You're going to see it selects the other 2. The other thing you're going to see is it's going to come out of the box. I decided that it coming out of the box that far is not a deal breaker for me because I have some extra room to spare, so I'm okay. So I'm going to hit baseline, and now I can start and stitch this. And when I stitch this, it's going to stitch. So point you down again. It's going to stitch completely over my pineapple that I've appliqued on. So that's why I didn't do any blanket stitching, because this is going to stitch over it. It might not stitch over every piece, or it's going to stitch over every piece, but it's not going to stitch over the full seam. But because every piece gets stitched down a little bit, I'm pretty confident that that's not going anywhere. So that was my quick little tip I wanted to show you. This design, if you're using it, pretty intricate. There's a lot going on in there. This is one I probably wouldn't leave the machine because if the thread breaks, it's very hard to find your way back. Ask me how I know. I had one thread break in the last one. Like I loaded this and I just hit start. I'm like, I gotta get these done, and then now they're not gonna get done. But whatever. They'll get done later. At the end of the month, I'll have 2 bags because I cut everything out for them. So yeah, that was my little quick show and tell for you. Let me review here. Let's see. Am I doing a meetup in Hawaii? Not really, because I'm going with family. And you ordered a Laurastar Extra. Yay, that's awesome. I'm trying to tell me what island are you on? We're going to Maui. The one person I knew in Maui is gone. And now she's in Austin. But yeah, so there was no meetup. But I just wanted to come on really quick. I have to go walk the dogs and have some lunch. But it was my lunchtime, and I was like, let's go on, show everybody something really quick about how I can preset everything. And I'm breaking up. Weird. Yeah, so show everybody how I can, well, one, I wanted to show off that SoftWeb because this is really cool, and it's the first time I used it. So, all right, thanks for joining me really quick for a quick little video. I will show you the bags when they're done. whenever they are. For those of you who know me, you're going to have to text me and say, finish those bags. But all right, guys, have a good one. Love you all. Mwah. Bye, guys.